I ask all over the world, what does school teach you about money? And the answer is nothing. And that's not a mistake. That's not an accident. I knew that. Most people know that. But the way to keep the poor and middle class working hard is never teach them what the rich know. And we still tell kids to go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, and get out of debt. Now, who tells them to do that? That's the most ridiculous thing there is.
The book starts and it says, lie number 1, saving money will make you rich.
Yeah, it never will. You know that.
All taught that as kids.
Yeah, because they can print it. Why would you save it and why would you work for it if they can print it faster than you can work for it?
So I get this question a lot. What exactly is it that I do? I'm going to break down my 8 strong incomes and how I built them at just 21 years old. First one is my artwork. Takes about 9 hours to complete the drawing. I sell it as an NFT on OpenSea for around 6,000, or to high buyers and charge minimum 10k per piece. I also create and sell my artwork as wall prints and make around 3k a month. I have a clothing brand that brings in around 30,000 a month and is growing at a really fast pace. I do e-commerce dropshipping, which brings in around £10,000 profit per month. I do really like this one because I can work wherever I am. I make roughly £2,000 a month with TikTok Creator Fund for my dogs. I do photography on the side for brands, which can bring in around £1,000 a month. My mentoring brings in around £900 a month and my ebooks bring in around £2,000 a month. I'm soon releasing my private business club, which is expected to make around £3,000 a month. I invest into companies in return for shares, and this varies, but it can bring in around £10,000 a month. It includes a lot of business meetings.
Determine your future. I start every morning off with prayer and journaling. After I journaled, I decided to make breakfast and have it on my balcony this morning. After breakfast, I grabbed my keys and decided to head to the gym for a quick little workout. After the gym, I showered, brushed my teeth, and picked out what I wanted to wear for the day. The first thing I do when I'm dressed is check my emails and write down what I have to get done for the day. After I make my to-do list, I usually process and do everything business related. After processing, I drop things off at the post office, and tonight I decided to meal prep. Your girl's trying to stay very healthy this year. After that, I got ready for my day at Top Golf, did a little slight beat. We golfed, had drinks, he dropped me off, and I got ready for bed.
Day in the life of an 18-year-old entrepreneur. So I woke up at 4 a.m., which I'll do every day, sometimes even earlier. As soon as I woke up, I worked until around 4:50 a.m. on a UGC video script, sending out an invoice and checking the market. And then at 8, and then around 5:10 a.m., I got ready to go to the gym and work out. And then I was home around 7:30 a.m. And then at 8, and did a bit more work. And then I went to go take a shower and get ready. By 8:15, I was ready, and I worked until 12 p.m. on my agency, working on a landing page. And then I ate again. And then I did more client work from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Ate again and worked some more from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I ate one last time and worked on some TikTok scripts from 7 to 9:15 p.m. since I'm going to film tomorrow. And then I went to bed around 9:30 p.m. Sometimes I'll go to bed later or earlier.
I promise you, if you put your mind to it and you work hard and you never give up and you do not listen to the rejection, you can achieve anything that life throws your way.
Please welcome. How do you feel making $100,000 a month as a black man today?
You know what? It's a responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, I realize, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
No question about it. But then it's a responsibility because most of the people that you grew up with, your family, they don't make probably anything close to that.
Nope.
So it's a dynamic of like, okay, I have to save, I have to put money aside.
Right.
I've got to invest. But then you try to do the best you can for the people that are around you at the same time. But overall, it's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
You pretty much do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
For the most part, within reason. So
Yeah. So I know the people watching this right now saying, all right, cool. It still makes $100,000 a month. I mean, what is he doing? Selling weed? Like, what is he doing?
You know, ironically, that's actually how the shirt design came out.
With this one right here?
Right there. Because I would be in Atlanta and I would get out my car or whatever and people were like, oh my God, do you rap? I'm like, no.
The #1 book that changed my life is
This one?
Yeah.
This is the one I recommended it to you, yeah.
Yes, it's called How to Get Rich. I hate recommending this to people because the title is so bad. He's this very successful British entrepreneur. The average person watching will best know him as the owner of Maxim magazine, but he owned like 18 or 30 different magazines that made him worth like $800 million when he died. And he wrote this book right before he died, and he explains some of his business philosophies. Best part is that he's a very good writer, and he's to the point.
Barbs, I really am serious. And if you're not in school, be an entrepreneur. But don't be running around begging these niggas for nothing. Okay? When you see me, show me your bachelor's and your master's. That's the best thing you could do for me as my fan. If you fuck with me, go out there and be ambitious. Go out there and really get shit done and stop depending on motherfuckers and having niggas kick you to the motherfucking curb and telling you to... Right. So, Barbs, if you haven't heard this all year, I want to be the first one to say that I am so very proud of you.
8 routines that I will complete daily in 2023 because of how much they benefit my overall well-being. 1. Wake up with the sun each day. I appreciate having solitude every morning, which mentally prepares me for the day. 2. 10 minutes of meditation to calm my mind and be aware of any emotions that may be bubbling up. 3. 1 full page of journaling to express my thoughts, feelings, goals, and whatever else comes up. 4. 30 minutes of learning through podcasts or books so that I can continue to sharpen my skills. 5. 45 minutes of sweat. It does not matter what the workout is, I just need to get the body moving, which has proven to help my physical, mental, and spiritual health. 6. Drink 1 gallon of water so that I am never feeling dehydrated, which can lead to headaches or tiredness. 7. Eating a clean diet because it impacts my energy, headspace, productivity, and how I feel daily. 8. Go to sleep at the same time every night. This ensures that I get enough rest to recover for the next day and helps avoid overworking myself. These are the...
Millionaires do not use to-do lists, they time box. It's a technique Harvard Business ranked as one of the most effective productivity hacks. I'm going to show you how to time box it with 3 simple steps. The first step is called brain dumping. It's a technique used by experts to formulate your thoughts on paper. We then identify the top 3 tasks for the day. This is to ensure you don't overlook vital objectives. And finally, we time box, which is where we assign each task a time. This is to give a visual representation of how much time you have to complete each task. If you sound interested in wanting to time box, click below.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Welcome back to Life with Cam. I started my day off giving my daughter breakfast. Today she had waffles, strawberries, and a hash brown. While she was eating breakfast, I went ahead and cleaned up the kitchen. I wiped the stove off real good and washed some dishes. After she was done eating breakfast, we took a bath and got dressed and ready for the day. We had some errands to run, so I dressed her in some sweats and a sweater because it is really cold outside. My first stop was Starbucks before going to Albertsons to grab some snacks for the Airbnb. Today was trash day, so I rolled the trash out. And as y'all can see, my last group left a big hole in my bathroom door. The guests before them broke my couch. Like, I don't know what's going on, y'all. But anyways, I got it fixed. I had a guest checking in today, so I did some quick restock stuff on the tissue, paper towels, and feminine products in the bathrooms, and then I also restocked the snack bar. After I left the Airbnb, I took my car to the dealership so that I could get my battery changed. While they were working on my car, I went home and sent out a few emails to my customers and also planned my content for the week. I gave Kalon a quick snack before I went to go pick up the car, and then we went to Target. I missed Target so bad. I haven't been in a good 2 weeks because I've been trying to save money. But I was long overdue, so y'all know I was in there with no list, just vibes. My daughter really supported the spending because she wanted to hold everything that I was putting in the basket. Before heading in, I stopped at the bank and then I came home and cooked some Alfredo for dinner. When I finished, I took me a hot bath and called it a night.
Baby, if you strip I'm gonna explain how I went from $1,200 to my first million as fast as I possibly can. In 2018, I quit my door-to-door sales job and dropped out of college. I bought Tai Lopez's social media marketing agency course and started reading a book a week for around 5 months. Failed my social media marketing agency, then tried Amazon FBA, and I did $9,000 my first month in sales, but ultimately failed due to bad product choice. Then I started drop shipping, and I failed. But during this entire time, I was running a Twitter fashion page, posting like streetwear content. I grew that to around 40,000 followers. Then I had the bright idea to drop ship them clothes from AliExpress, and I hit a $1,000 day on Cyber Monday in 2018. I saw that Twitter was starting to die, so I made an Instagram page, and I grew that one to 180,000 followers. And I drop shipped in fashion products the whole time. I learned Facebook ads and generated $2 million in my first year. Then Facebook ads banned me, got into cryptocurrency, made $500,000 in 5 months, and lost it all. Then I got back into drop shipping through TikTok ads and did over $700,000 in my first 6 months. Then I created a course teaching how I did that, which made me another $200,000. And through all the years of e-commerce, I've done over $4 million in revenue, and I've been able to keep a 20% profit margin at minimum. And that's how I made my first million.
Every idiot with a phone pinned to their fingers can get rich. This is what my mentor told me when I first met him. But your goal as an entrepreneur is not to grind yourself to the ground, keeping yourself busy, working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, waking up an hour earlier just so you can get more work done. That's not the goal. Your goal when you build a business is to build it in a way that it will get easier and easier to run over time. Think about your end game and ask yourself, is my business going to grow and scale even if I decided to remove myself from the business in the future? Or is my company sustainable only because it's built around me and I will always be needed to do all of the work? This is probably the most important question you need to ask yourself before you build your business. Because if you cannot see how your business will help you create a better future, chances are you're going to quit along the way.
I'm finally doing it. Here are 5 practical things that you should do to be a wealthy woman. The number 1 is to have life insurance. Yes, we want to leave money behind, but a lot of people don't realize that you can actually borrow money from your policy while you're alive. So if you ever need to get money to start a business or you just need money for something, you can always borrow money from your life insurance policy. Number 2, you need investments. Investments help your money multiply. So even if you're not one to spend a lot, it's much better to actually invest that money or put it in a high yield saving account so that you can actually see it multiply. Number 3 is have a financial advisor. If money is overwhelming to you, if you get anxiety when it comes to handling your finances, and you're not 100% sure on how to move forward with growing your financial status and coming to a place of stability, it's probably a good idea to get a financial advisor. A financial advisor is going to figure out what is the best long-term plan for you. The 4th one is to have a business trust and a family trust to protect your assets and to prevent you from having to pay taxes. If you want to learn more about this, there is a girl on here. Her name is Auntie Bree. She breaks this down very, very well in one of her videos. But basically, you would make your business trust an owner of your business, and then your family trust would be a beneficiary of your business trust. So the profits would get paid out to your family trust, and then you are a beneficiary of your family trust, and so you get the money tax-free. And then number 5 is to have equity and ownership in things. Not all investments allow you to have ownership, so you want to make sure that you have ownership of something. Property, business, stocks, like for part 2, and let me know in the comments which of these you already do.
Things I wish I knew sooner about being an entrepreneur, part 1. No one cares, at least at first. The thing I got most was, how's your little hot sauce thing going? Take it as a compliment. They might not care, but they're watching. Businesses have ups and downs. It's best not to take these personally, because sometimes there's just down months. But the next thing you know, you're breaking new company records, having the highest days ever. There's always low points before the really high ones. I think that's something to take note of. Don't get ahead of yourself. It's great to have huge goals. Honestly, it's a necessary thing to have massive goals, but you cannot focus on that massive goal the whole entire time. You'll just get overwhelmed. You gotta chunk it down and take everything step by step. Lastly, you just gotta show up. It doesn't matter how many Gary Vee videos you watched or how much motivation you have. You need to write your goals down, put pen to paper, and your foot on the gas.
Sure, it's a common ocean, perpetual in When you work for others, you are at their mercy. They own your work. They own you. Your creative spirit is squashed. What keeps you in such positions is a fear of having to sink or swim on your own. Instead, you should have a greater fear of what will happen to you if you remain dependent on others for power. Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership. Work in the corner for yourself. When it's yours to lose. You're more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself.